as a child, I was a child that loved to absorb. Like I was very much wanting to be around knowledge, wanting to expand.
Time by yourself is so important.
I often audit my thinking of myself. I sit with myself. I sit in quiet and like, what thoughts are authentically what Chinya Ani wants to do, and what thoughts are maybe being coming from somewhere else. You are so silly, this girl.
No, I'm just saying.
Shout out to the host.
Girl, you are speaking facts. Like everything you're saying is hitting. Hey y'all, welcome back. This is Lightroom Testimonies, Season 2. Look, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm so excited for this season. For the ones that don't know me, and this is your first season, my name is Milana. Beep, 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 beep. And I have a special guest with us today. And we're going to shake some up a little bit, a little different. We're going to do things different this season, okay? So look, I like my guests to introduce themselves because nobody can introduce ourselves better we could do ourselves, okay?
That's true.
So now is not the time to be humble.
Okay.
I need you to tell these people who you are.
Let's do it.
And pop your stuff.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Chinya Ani, Chinya Ray, and actually, I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia. So, shout out to the ATL girls out there.
Ooh.
Because you don't really find no one like us, and you definitely won't find anyone like me. Currently, I'm in graduate school studying for psychology. One of my core principles about life that I always like to lead with is that once you find yourself, you can find your purpose. And so I encourage all women and anyone really, but specifically with everything going on right now, I really want to use this platform to speak to my ladies about finding yourself. And so within this journey, I've lived in 8 different countries. I've traveled around the world. I speak 3 different languages. What else? I'm a healer. I'm a sister. I'm a daughter. I really want to see my community grow, and that's why I'm a philanthropist as well. I currently have a book on Amazon called Love Yourself First, Journey and Journal. And my movie just came out today. It's on Amazon Prime, where I play the villain. You guys make sure you check that out. I just started a radio show. I've never done radio, but now I'm at 100.9 The Blaze. It's called The Vibe Exchange. And so there I'll be talking about mental health, wellness, self-alignment, and of course we're going to get into the music as well. So Let's see. That is me in a nutshell, but ultimately and humbly just a child of God and really trying to use this life to inspire and leave a positive mark for the next generation to come.
Girl, when I said don't be humble, pop that stuff, you pop that stuff. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you should come. That's why I do that.
Yes.
Because, girl, what? You are that girl.
Thank
and speaking
you.
of being that girl, that's why this episode, we are really focusing on becoming her and
Talk about
him. You feel me?
I can.
So,
I love it.
Yes,
dive
let's get
in.
into
I love
it.
Y'all, she's prepared.
I'm
You got her
prepared.
questions. I'm excited.
I'm so excited, y'all. So look, you wear many hats: author, actress, speaker, coach. Listen, but before all of that, before the titles and everything we see today,
Yes.
who are you before?
A student, right? As a child, I was a child that loved to absorb. Like I was very much wanting to be around knowledge, wanting to expand. I'm a dreamer, so not only did I have very vivid dreams that told me a lot about my past. Even as a child, I remember having dreams about like the transatlantic slave trade. Like it got really real for me, so I would have, and my mom is a historian, so she would always tell us stories. So I was always absorbing her knowledge. My dad, was a self-made millionaire. He grew up as a refugee, so he has a story out this world. So I was always engulfed around people that had beautiful stories to tell, and so I was a student. And so I would say first and foremost in life, you have to be that student.
Girl, that was deep. You have to be a student.
you.
And then it's crazy because we're students like our whole lives.
You're always a student. If you
Yeah.
stop being a student, then what's the point?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you literally learn as you grow.
Absolutely.
And it's crazy because I was watching church on Sunday, 2819, good church. I was watching that after my service of Word of Faith. And I remember them saying, I am the smartest that I've ever been because of my age, because I don't wish to go back in time because I wasn't as wise as I am today. You get what I'm saying?
I
Because
totally get it.
you learn as you grow and as you
Exactly.
get older, and
Yeah.
with age comes wisdom.
Exactly. And I always like the quote that says like the smart man knows that he knows nothing, because it's a plethora to learn in this world. So once you feel like you are the smartest, clearly you're the dumbest, because there's still so much. Once you think you know everything, you
Right.
actually know nothing, because again, like I told you, I've lived all around the world. So just as you might think your exact is right and in here, and although we do have like our word and our faith that tells us, where we should be leading, where we should be going, which is we still have to be a humble steward and understanding that I can't lean on my own understanding all the time. And so that also goes into continuing to grow and to learn. So those hats just come humbly with that, with always being like, okay, well, I can try this, I can do that.
Right.
Maybe this is where I need to be. So yeah.
Girl, forever a student. I love that. Was there ever a moment where you felt pressure to be something that you weren't? And how did you navigate through that?
There's often that moment where you feel pressure to maybe pivot or lean into things that aren't necessarily your authentic identity, right? All of us are on social media these days, and that's a huge place where they are trying to caveat you into different aspects of different entities that aren't even your own ideas. So I often audit my thinking of myself. I sit with myself, I sit in quiet and like, what thoughts are authentically what Chinya Ani wants to do, and what thoughts are maybe coming from somewhere else, So I would say, let's see, an instance of that just very vividly was like in college. College, I think, is a place where many students are like, you have the pressure to maybe lean into a certain crowd. I come from a very conservative family, West African family. So it was always a battle of identities, being this popular girl from Atlanta, but also having this foundational African community. So it's like, where do we land? Where do we live? Where do we go? People always think it's an oxymoron that I'm so glamorous because I come from such a humble background where it was no weave, no makeup, no anything. So it's like, I've often battled with, well, where is your true self and what you authentically want to be, and then what is happening in society. But I think, again, like spending time in prayers, those quiet moments alone, listening to your elders, because they can often keep you grounded. I love my mom because she's always a grounding voice in my life. So listening to those who you respect, those who you admire, and then using your time to find yourself, stay true to yourself. Yeah.
Girl, when I tell you.
You are so silly. This girl.
No, I'm just saying.
Shout out to the host.
Girl, you are speaking facts. Like, everything you're saying is hitting. Like, I'm just saying.
I love it. Thank you. I'm
Girl.
so glad to be here. I told you, I wanted to come and really speak my truth.
Well, I just want to say, since the first time I met you, when I first did an interview with you at Media Girls Network event, I was like, yeah, I want you on my show.
I love it.
Like, the energy, like, the aesthetic, like, everything about you, the art, like, everything was like, okay, come on the show. And then the way we vibed and everything.
We did.
Yeah, we vibed.
Because, and sometimes in places like that, where it is industry and everybody, you don't know. It's so nice to catch that vibration, catch that energy, that spirit of just like, what, this is a beautiful girl, a beautiful sister, and I really want to connect. So thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Even when we spoke on the phone,
It was like instantly.
I was like, okay, yeah, this is confirmation. Okay. So when you think about your journey, what was a defining moment that pushed you to grow into a different version of yourself?
That's a really nice question. That's a beautiful question.
Gracias.
Yes. Most recently, in 2024, I was in like a plethora of car accidents. Like, I was in 2 car accidents in a matter of a few months. My sister was in a very abusive relationship, and me and my sister are very close. So, and then I'm a dreamer, so I'm having this like almost identity crisis of like, am I supposed to be this entrepreneur, this creative, or do I need to do something maybe a little bit more grounded? And after the accident, I didn't have any money, I didn't have a car, I didn't have anything. So I literally would just walk my neighborhood for like 6 months every single day because I had nothing else to really do. My grandma had died the year before that, so that was a time I was really trying to just find myself again. And that solitude really helped me to hear the silence, helped me to find myself, just going in the quiet. And that's why I'm always an advocate of going into nature, going into, just a sacred space. You can always create a sacred space. We like to, praise in communion. That's beautiful because you can,
Yes.
we have the energy, but also don't ever forget about your inner connection, the inner voice that you have. And if you can make it quiet, and I take that moment that in my life that could have been so difficult, and I was figuring out myself, is actually one of the biggest blessings I've had in the last couple of years, because I found my voice and I found exactly how I want to come and exactly what I wanted to do. And now it's just go mode.
Girl,
Yes.
girl, that's how you know we in alignment. Listen, my mom literally taught me, and this was a little bit recent. So recently she taught me that, y'all, get into that time by yourself is so important. And not only by yourself, like, you don't have to be around. Now, yes, community is it's necessary. It's needed. But also time by yourself, and even time with just one other individual,
Exactly.
or literally time with yourself and God
Amen.
is what's
With
important.
God. Yes.
And I just want to say that my mom recently had taught me to ground yourself, like, in nature.
Yes.
Go outside, take off your shoes, literally plant
Touch
your
grass.
plant your
They say
feet
touch
in
grass,
the
they mean it.
grass.
Touch
When they say
grass.
touch grass, they mean
Yes.
it. Like,
Mhm.
literally take off your shoes, stand on the grass,
Yes.
and literally take a deep breath. Let it out and pray. Like,
Amen.
it's so important,
It's so
because
important.
not only are, like, you're literally going to feel his presence.
You are.
And then you're taking in his beautiful creation, which is the
Yes.
world. And literally, like, you're going to feel the breeze, you're going to hear
are.
nature, and you're going to get a sense of clarity and a sense of peace.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's so much stimuli going on, everywhere. It's just like moving. So when you take that time, and one thing that nature always reminds me, that I just have like giggles inside every time I realize it, is there's abundance. Like, there's no lacking of anything.
Ooh.
You see all the leaves, you see all the grass, and it's like, honey, I can have a little collection for myself. Like, it's never not enough. And because sometimes I feel like, we get in this scarcity mindset of, when's the man gonna come? When's the money gonna come? When's the job gonna come? It's coming for you. It wants you. And nature just reminds you of that, like that. It's all here. Let's quiet it.
Yes.
You have what you need. You're in this moment. Nature's not rushing. So why are we rushing? So I always love that.
Girl, I love that too. Like, why are we rushing?
Why are we rushing?
Like,
we all young.
I
Most of us
know,
are
like, we're
really
still young. And then
Yes.
people are still getting it together. Age doesn't matter.
It does not matter.
It does not matter. Like, I know we put certain timelines
We
and
do.
age limits on our lives, and it genuinely does not matter.
It doesn't.
Like, because tomorrow's honestly not promised. And if you didn't reach those goals that you so-called plan to have, like, and you pass away, God forbid, and tomorrow,
Exactly.
how were you the day of?
Exactly.
Like,
were you enjoying the
grateful for?
moment?
Yes. What were
Don't
you
miss your
grateful for?
life.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't miss your life.
Don't
Tryna
miss your
plan
life.
for tomorrow. We have today, and today is, look at us. It's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day. So just embracing that day, because like you were telling me something about your goals, and we have
Girl.
grandiose goals, and we're gonna reach them. But we also
Yes.
are living our goals as we're achieving more and more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what song I love so much?
What?
This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Oh, this is the day.
And we gotta really believe it. This is the
that
day.
the Lord has made.
Oh, hallelujah.
That's what I'm saying.
I love it. I love it.
Girl,
oh
bring
my
back
God.
the old
Period. No,
days.
you got to.
Like, what?
Honey, ancestors' wildest dreams. They were singing. We were singing that song, and they
Yeah.
didn't even know. So,
Man.
gotta be grateful.
Ugh. Like, and it's like everything's changing too. Like, even when it comes to, like, I've noticed, like, different styles of church has changed too. Like, they're trying to appeal more to the younger generation, so that way they can bring in more.
It has changed a lot. It really
changed.
has.
Yeah, like, so I'm used to like old school church.
That
like,
resonates with me more too.
Girl, yes,
it
like,
really does.
Old
Yeah.
school church, like dressing up, Sunday
Yes.
best, and coming in, and the choirs greeting you, the choirs singing. Sometimes they have food served.
Exactly.
like, stuff
Breakfast,
like that.
communion, like, exactly.
Yeah, I'm used to that, right?
Yeah.
Even growing up where we had, like, I don't want to call it homemade churches, but really like homemade churches, like in your home, like people coming in and we go like
where does Sunday dinner come from?
Exactly,
That's
like
nothing but a homemade church.
Homemade
That's nothing
church.
but that. You know, church continued all day. It was a day of praise. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like my mom's a historian. I'm a big historian, so it comes from both sides when you talk about African American history and just that being our only day off. So it's a day of celebration. It's a day of joy. And even as far back as African history, we were all about communion and vocal praise and dancing and singing for our happiness and to God. So it's a beautiful thing.
Yes, and I always say like, we are the church.
The church is within you.
Yes.
No, hello. No, for real.
Yes.
For real.
Girl.
Yes, because you got to live it. It's one thing to go to a building and say, I'm at church, but what are you living church? And then, like, you know, and that's honestly something I got from you, just the bright energy, the spirit. It's like, it's you can tell that God lives within you. And that, you know, that's a beautiful thing because it's bright. God is bright. God is happiness. God is love. So we have to remember that, especially in these times right now where they're trying to, you know, snatch it from you and make you scared and make you not believe and wonder. No, God is here. God is living through us, and we have to shine because it's needed.
Exactly. Yeah, and a part of being her is being a light.
Hello.
Okay.
No,
you can't be her and be just dark and not like you
can't eat. We all have our experiences, but sometimes you have to know how to alchemize your energy. So whatever you're going through or been through, you have to switch that and bring out the positivity. That's why you spend time in nature. That's why you go to church. That's why you do those things, because the test is really your testimony. You know, it's really your story to tell in the end. Yeah.
What role did your faith play in helping you move forward when you didn't have all the answers?
Okay. Wow, that exactly. That's amazing. That takes me back, you know. And I don't want to get emotional because faith, you know, I don't mean to sound but it can lift the dead. Like, it can really rise you up. You know what I'm saying? It can really, it is everything, you know, because sometimes, you know, I'll just go back, you know, I went through another experience in my life where, you know, I was sexually assaulted, and at that moment, if anybody, a lot of women have been through it, it's like everything freezes. It's like a frozen thing. But
I will beat him up.
It's, honey, the universe is beating him up.
Like, okay.
God is beating him up. Don't worry, he's getting
let God do it.
God is giving them lashes.
It's his revenge.
But say all that to say, you know, faith in that moment, that's when I truly believed in God. That's when I truly, you know, because you say it your whole life, like, I believe in God. Yeah, they told me to. He's good. You know what I'm saying? But it was in that moment when I was laying in the bed for a week crying, and then I got up, but I went to all my classes, and I still won campus queen, and I still started a business in the midst of this dark energy. That's when I knew faith was real, because God carried me through that. It was nothing but God, like, you know what I'm saying? And of course, the God that I present, you know, the praise that I gave him, because I never stopped praising him. I never was pessimistic. You know, of course, have your moments, but every day is a reason to praise. Every day is a reason to appreciate, even the day that you are sexually assaulted, and that hits hard. But guess what? I didn't die. Guess what? You know what I'm saying? I still had a mother that loved me. I still have some people that cared about me. So even in the times that are so dark and you feel like it might be the end, there's still a reason. There's still a reason to get up and say, hey, I have to this is my life. This is my lesson to learn. And it moves you through. And look at me today. You know, I've written a book on healing. I've talked to many women. I'm a mental health and sexual health advocate. So everything has a story to come out of it. So don't let, you know, the hurt overtake the light of your life. Yeah.
Oh, yes. And I'm so big on, don't let your circumstances dictate your life.
Don't let it. Yeah, no, be delusional. Don't they call it?
Okay, be delusional.
Right. The girls are delusional in a positive way, in those ways. Yeah.
Yes. I love that. And so, what would you say to someone who feels like they're not growing fast enough or not where they should be?
Right. You know, you kind of touched on that, you know, just comparison is the theft of all joy, you know. So what are you comparing your circumstances to? Are you comparing it to being a certain age? Are you comparing it to, you know, meeting these milestones? And I'll just an antidote. I love telling stories. Recently, it's a girl that I grew up with. We went to school together. She's doing really great in her career. Like, she's doing so great, and she's young. And I was like, God, Lee, well, what am I doing? Like, what's going on? And I started to compare myself. And then I saw her at a wedding recently, and she told me that her mother was very sick. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow, I never thought about that. I never thought about the things that she might have still been going through, because everybody's going through life. And, certain things are better, certain things are worse. And, working in the entertainment industry as well, I get to see a lot of rich people. They look like they have it all. They look happy, but they're miserable. They're sitting in their mansions and they're depressed. They're sitting with all their Grammys, but they have demons. So yeah, maybe you don't have the mansion yet, but you have your family. Maybe you don't have these other things, but you have your morals, you have your dignity, you have your integrity. So those milestones count too. Everything's not materialistic, everything's not to be necessarily seen, but how are you doing your self-development and your grit? What are you growing into as a person? Because sometimes it doesn't show. The tree has roots. It grows in the ground first. The tree grows underground. Ooh. In the darkness against the grain. It's pushing out the soil to move its roots through before you even see the tree up top come and you see the flowers and you see the blossom. So don't continue watering. Water your roots. Your time is coming, and never compare yourself to somebody else's journey, because you really don't know what they're going through. Yeah.
Girl, that tree analogy.
You gotta water your roots,
girl.
Mm-hmm.
He's literally talking through you, like, girl.
Aww.
I love to see it.
Thank you.
I love to see it. Like, it's not practice. It's not rehearsal.
It's not.
It's just.
I asked her last night. I'm like, what we talking about? She's like, you'll see.
You'll see. I don't need no practice, no rehearsals.
I love it.
Yes.
It's authentic.
It's authentic. Mm-hmm. And people know real from real.
That's true.
Real. And fake.
Experience, baby. We living.
You get what I'm
saying? 2026.
Yes,
we are living.
2026, baby. All right. How do you stay grounded while continuing to grow and evolve in different areas of your life?
I continue to stay grounded by remembering my why, remembering the deep why. I come from a long line of survival, of depth, of history, and just remembering, like, when the silence is there, are you good with yourself? Like, when everything goes dark and you're laying in your bed at night, can you go over your day and take audit and be proud of the woman you were, the man that you were, and what you did in this world? Because only you are going to be with you. You have you, and then you have God. Ultimately that's the journey that you have. So when you're sitting with yourself and sitting with God, I'm good with myself. So that keeps me grounded. At the end of the day, maybe the bill's still late. Maybe. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I had an incident where I felt a way about something, or maybe something didn't go my way that day. But did I show up for myself? Did I do the best that I could? And that's what keeps me grounded. And of course, to add on to that, just the F's, family, faith, all of those things. That's definitely what keeps me grounded. I love my family so much. It's something about seeing people that have been with you from the beginning, that love you, that look like you, staying connected to them and really trying to make it work with them. I think we're living in a time where everybody wants you. And we talked about the good of solitude, but also it's a lot of individualism and a lot of separation. And we have to remember, we have community. We're not just doing it for ourselves. Yes. And that also keeps me grounded. Like remembering the little girls that I'm working hard for, remembering whose blessing is because I have to get to a certain place. I have to meet my goal so that they can take the baton and reach their goal. So just remembering that bigger picture, that we're all connected, that's what keeps me grounded. So yeah, maybe I want all these things. Me, I. No, what is better for the collective? What is the person I need to be for the collective to be okay? And that will always bring you back to a baseline of like, okay, it's not all about me. I might be upset, but it's above us all. It's about working through the spirit as a collective, because what does God say? God created all of us. We're all brothers and sisters, and we're all connected. So just remembering that is very grounding.
Girl, are y'all listening? Do y'all? She's literally eating down. I'm loving it.
Girl, I'm happy.
Girl, I'm happy.
That's what I live for.
Okay, and you are doing the thing. Listen, How did you learn to trust your own voice in your path, especially when things weren't always clear?
The thing about trusting your own voice is that sometimes you really won't, like I think it's it's a cleaning of sorts. You don't just take a bath one day and say, "Well, I'm clean for the rest. This is the last bath that I'm going to take." No, you're constantly bathing yourself. And so what I mean by bathing is back to prayer, back to quiet, back to meditation, back to finding that peace within yourself. I think that's how you will always find your voice. That's how you will always find it, because you have to listen to it. You have to listen to it. You have to nurture it, and it's a practice. It's not a one-time healing. It's a continuation. Yeah.
Oh, I love that, bathing yourself.
Bathe yourself.
I hope y'all are bathing.
Bathe yourself.
Yes, I really do hope y'all are bathing. You
Yes.
like,
Hypothetically and actually physically.
yes.
Please bathe.
Please bathe. Okay, we love us some clean girls. You feel me? And gentlemen. You feel me?
Cleanliness is closer to godliness.
Yes.
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 Yes,
Hello?
ladies, keep it really clean.
Yes.
Like, we have to
Keep it
clean.
really clean. Okay? Your soul, your body, like, just keep it clean and cute.
It is. And it'll heal you, like being really intentional about it. Like literally scrub yourself. Like if you going through something, you like, just scrub it off, affirm yourself, scrub it off of yourself,
Ooh, I like
all those type of
that.
water it has energy. Water is healing, it's a big principle of our life. We're 70% water.
Yes.
So, like they talk to your water, talk to yourself. You get baptized in water. So it's literally a cleansing. So make your life an affirmation to that. Make your life a ceremony of sorts for yourself, for you. So you should be, like we said, constant prayer, remembering that. And I feel like that you have no choice but to stay grounded if you're constantly having that on your mind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you're constantly, what I like to say is also like staying grounded, guys. I really believe in not looking left, not looking right, not looking back, but looking forward and
Hello.
up, okay? Looking forward
up.
on your journey, but looking up at him and asking him, okay, order my steps. Am I in alignment with you? If not, help me to get in alignment with you. You get what I'm saying? It's so important.
Amen. Yes. Keep me in alignment. Even
Keep
when I'm
me.
in an alignment, keep me in this alignment.
Yes.
Keep me focused. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like often some of us that are seemingly doing well, then you can fall off. No, you got to keep, you don't stop going to the gym. You don't stop taking those baths. That's when you double down.
Yes.
Get me even higher to you. So I just think that that's really important.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's important. And like when I say don't look left, don't look right, like it doesn't matter what the next person next to you, the left of you is doing, or what the person the right of you is doing. You right? So just focus on your own path, your own lane by looking forward and looking up. And when I say don't look back, don't ever look back. You will remain stuck in the past if you keep looking back and keep bringing up stuff that you did back then. That was you back then. That's not you now. You get what I'm saying? Every step is a new step towards your future, towards your journey. And so it's just like forgive your past and look forward, because he did.
Amen. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Amen. And sometimes the past isn't all bad. At least for me, like I have some beautiful things to think about in your past. So I think, we often demonize our past. Like we were just these horrible. No, that was the best you could be at that moment. You needed to learn. You need to have your past self to have your future self. So don't demonize your past, because if you didn't have your past, you wouldn't have your future, So true. I think that's important too.
Yes, that's true. And that's important too as well. One word.
Okay.
To describe the season God has you in right now and why.
Let's see. Season God has me in right now is a season of expansion and grace, I would say. Like it's just all opening up for me. I just feel like a flower that's just blossoming and just being protected and just watered. And of course it might be a little bee that go ping, but it's still just a blossoming and it's a becoming. So I would say that's definitely the season that I'm in. That's why I wanted to wear flowers and be all, just blooming. We're in spring.
Yes.
I love the springtime. I always feel like it's a blossoming. I love the summertime. So that's how I feel, just with everything that's coming towards me right now. Very, very blessed and very humbled. Yeah.
Girl, you about to blow me away. You blew the cars out my hand. I'm trying to tell you, like, she over here preaching. Now, look,
Mm-hmm.
I am so grateful for you coming on. Like this was needed.
Yay.
And this is a great way to start this season. So thank you so much. Tell these people where they can find you, where they can support you, and any future project that you have coming up, okay?
Okay. Hey, you guys. First of all, thank you for tuning in. I'm your girl, Chinya Ani, and you can find me on Instagram at CHINAANI. Please write me. Please reach out if you ever have any questions. If you need any motivation, I'm always there for you at my community on Instagram. Like I said, I have my movie that just came out called Harmony Streets. It's on Amazon Prime. And then I also have my book called Love Yourself First, Journey and Journal. And you can find that on Amazon. But check me out on Instagram because it's all there for you. Thank you so much.
Yes. Y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Listen, and we got a gift for you too. So
my God, I love a gift.
We got a gift
love
for you
language.
Because we really do appreciate you for real. Like we appreciate all our guests and we love all of our guests. But y'all, I just want to say it's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, bigger, bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, 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 bigger.
Y'all,
yes, you don't have to open it right now.
Can I?
I mean, you can.
Open it. Oh, you know, you could never go wrong with a candle. Is
Okay.
it a white candle?
You're actually the first guest to open the gift on set.
Ooh, it's a white candle. I love white candles.
Yes.
I love it. I needed one.
And smell it.
Thank you. Good vibes, period. Sorry, Mike.
It's a card in there too, so.
Ooh, that's really nice.
Okay, so.
Period. Good vibe. I don't know if we're doing sponsors.
I like. Listen.
Okay, we'll read the card later.
Yes, it's a purpose for that candle. Okay. And I want you to read that card, and I want it to touch you.
Oh, it will. I'm already touched.
Okay.
I'm so touched. Thank you so much for having me.
Girl, thank you so much.
Y'all don't know, she got a beautiful, beautiful black woman and man team. They are here. They are good vibes. I'm just so blessed to be here. I feel amazing.
And your candle says good vibes too.
It does. It's good vibes all around.
Girl, and it's crazy. Y'all, okay. Once I get started, and I'll keep on talking. But listen, I just want to say, thank y'all for tuning in again. This is Lightroom Testimonies, y'all, and this is season 2. I just want to say shout out to my team, shout out to my family, shout out to my friends, shout out to the subscribers. Thank you so much, and I will see y'all soon, and we're going to have more guests for you, and we got a surprise coming up this season as well, y'all. So y'all stay tuned, okay? Okay? All right, period. Thank you guys for tuning in, and love y'all. Bye. See y'all next episode.